What up, guys? Happy hump day. It's Wednesday. You know what that means? A new episode of Dear Chiquis. For those of you joining this podcast, this is a podcast where my listeners send me questions. And I don't listen to the questions at all. I listen to them with you guys and I give advice on the fly from my heart. And that is what Dear Chiquis is all about. So our first question comes from Chelita. A ver, ¿qué dice la Chelita? Let's see.
My question is, what do you do in a relationship when you feel that you are now in a routine and you might love this person? However, it's not the same no more.
Straight to the point, Chelita. I like that. Okay. Look, I don't think I've ever been in a relationship that long. I don't know how many years you've been with your person. Where I could be like, oh, you know, you fall into a routine. I think it is important on both ends for each person to really be intentional with wanting to spice things up, with having constant conversations, with having date nights, talking, communicating with each other. Like, okay, I'm missing this. I want a little bit more of this. I think it's important to explain to your partner what it is that you're missing. Communication solves everything, you guys. Well, most of everything, not everything. Or it can help you discover things. You know, maybe you guys fell out of love. Maybe there is a chance. Try couples therapy. I think it's super important to have therapy. You guys know I love therapy as an individual and also for couples therapy, premarital counseling, all that stuff. So I would suggest you having a deep conversation and talking to your partner and saying, hey, I feel like something's missing. What can we do? Can we save this? Can we, I don't know, spice things up? Like there's so many different things that you guys can do before you say, let's cut this off. You know what I mean? Like, because there's nothing worse than just being like, okay, like we're in a routine. It's just every day. Like you gotta spice it up one way or another. So that is my advice to you. Definitely communicating with your partner and both of you finding a way to make each other happy again. You know, because there's a reason why you guys fell in love in the first place. So don't forget that. All right, so we're going to move on to our next question, and that is from Marcela.
Hola, Chiquis. Me encanta cómo te vistes, me encanta tu vibra. Siento que eres una persona muy linda, muy agradable. Y desde hace muchísimo tiempo tengo pensando, o sea, preguntándome en mi cabeza, ¿qué haces con toda tu ropa, con todos tus zapatos, bolsas? ¿Qué haces con todo lo que ya no quieres? Porque como todas mujeres, a cada rato andamos limpiando el closet porque se nos llena. Y yo quisiera saber qué haces con esas cosas. Si a lo mejor las vendes, las donas, las regalas. ¿Qué haces? Me encantaría que hicieras como un garage sale, algo así, y pues poder comprar,
Hombre,
porque me encanta
Marcela.
cómo te vistes. Por favor, contesta mi pregunta. Gracias, saludos.
Hola, Marcela, gracias por tu pregunta, qué linda, qué bonitas palabras, te lo agradezco mucho. Mira, well, guys, for those of you that don't speak Spanish, Marcela's asking me, she says she loves my style, that she loves like my sense of fashion. So she's just wondering what I do with like shoes and how I go about cleaning my closet. Do I donate? Do I have garage sales? She's suggesting for me to have garage sales and stuff like that. So that is what Marcela is asking. So I'm going to answer her now. Okay, Marcela. He hecho muchos garage sales, he hecho ventas, dono mucha de mi ropa, de mis zapatos. Lo más difícil para mí regalar creo que son las bolsas. Eso es lo más difícil para sacar, pero hago lo posible de limpiar el closet 1 o 2 veces al año, porque para mí es importante, o sea, la energía, limpiar, o sea, como que eso te ayuda a fluir, o sea, a sacar ciertas cosas. Y esta última vez las vendí. Saqué muchas y las vendí en un lugar que se llama The Real Real. Y vendí muchas de mis cosas. De hecho, se vendieron rapidísimo, todo. Y pues bueno, es lo que me gusta hacer. Me encanta donar. Ahorita lo que estoy haciendo para no tener que limpiar al fin del año. O sea, porque toma días. Ahorita estoy sacando las cosas poco a poco. Ya no voy comprando menos cosas así muy caras. Invierto más en los zapatos de calidad, en las bolsas, pero ya hay ropa, hago lo posible así como de no invertir tanto y las voy sacando. Cuando yo, ya no me voy a poner esto, lo saco, ¿no? Así que, bueno, es lo que hago. And I just answered Marcela, you guys. I just told her that I've had a lot of garage sales actually, and that I love to donate. It's a huge part of what I love doing at the end of the year. I clean out my closet once or twice a year. It's like a whole project. And What's most difficult for me to get rid of are purses for some reason. But this last time that I cleaned my closet, I cleaned out a lot of purses and I sold them on the Real, and they sold super quick. And now what I'm doing so that I don't have to like make it this huge project, because it takes like days to clean out my closet, because I have it's not an easy process, you guys. I'm just like, I put it on, I'm like, oh my God, it'll fit me one day. Oh my God, like I remember this, I was wearing this like on this day when this happened. So it's like a whole thing. So now what I'm doing is not spending so much on clothes. I'm buying different type of clothes now, not like that expensive clothes. I'm investing more in like shoes and purses versus like clothes. So now like I'm just cleaning out my closet as I go. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to wear this again. I can't wear it again. So I'm just going to go ahead and donate it. And I'm cleaning it out little by little. So that was Marcela's question and that was my response. And Marcela, muchas gracias por tu pregunta y por seguirme. Y espero que pues te siga gustando mi fashion. Gracias, Marcela. Un besito. Okay, guys. So we have a next question from an anonymous listener. Ooh, let's see.
Hola, Chiquis. Quería preguntarte qué trabajo te hiciste en tu cabello, si fueron baby lights o qué tipo de trabajo. Se te ve bonito.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muchas gracias por tu pregunta. Ahorita lo que dejé de hacer, la verdad, estoy dejando que mi raíz crezca, que salga un poquito más mi color natural, porque por mucho tiempo me estaba poniendo el cabello rubio, me lo estaba pintando mucho rubio y pues se me estaba cayendo. Y como me hice ciertas cirugías este año, pues con la anestesia, todo eso también no te ayuda mucho con el crecimiento del cabello. Así que dije, voy a dejar que fluya. Y ahorita lo que estoy haciendo, en realidad me estoy poniendo clip-in, extensiones de clip-in, para que se vea un poquito más, o sea, para que se vea diferente mi cabello y no tener que, o sea, teñírmelo. No me gusta mucho pintarme el cabello ya por lo mismo, porque quiero pues que me crezca. Así que ahorita son como baby lights y están empezando como un poquito, estoy dejando que la raíz salga y luego ya pintármelo. Y también muchas mascarillas. Eso me ha ayudado mucho y pues el cuidado de pelo que se llama plantitas Haircare, que es lo que uso, que son ingredientes naturales que me han ayudado muchísimo con mi cabello. Muchas gracias por tu pregunta, ¿eh? And you guys, the anonymous listener was asking, what do I do to my hair? Because she really likes the color. She's asking if I do like highlights or baby lights or low lights. So I just explained to her that what I've been doing is just kind of like rocking my own hair. It's been a little hard because I have like a little bit of like white hairs coming out, but I'm embracing them, and I'm just trying to just use a lot of clip-in extensions to make my hair look different so that I can allow my hair to grow, because being under anesthesia as much as I have, the beginning of this year, it affects the growth of your hair and your hair starts falling out. So it's like a whole thing. So I'm just like letting my root grow and letting my hair do its thing. So it's like old color. It's baby lights. I love baby lights. And I just have to just accept the fact that I can't be blonde. I just have to, my hair doesn't do well with it. So I'm just chilling. So that's what I was answering, and that's what I answered. So the last question comes from Maria.
How do you feel when people bring up the past, the arguments between you and your mom? How do you handle that? I am very fond of you, and I am proud of who you have become. And I have to say, you look 100% like your mom on stage. I admire you, and I feel for you. I'm always praying for you and your brothers and sisters.
Oh, Maria, you're so sweet. You're going to make me cry. Thank you so much. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for praying for me and my siblings. You have no idea how much that means to me. For so many reasons, I pray for my siblings all the time because I feel like if my mom was here, she'd be praying for them. And so all the prayers you guys send me, Maria, thank you. Send my family and I appreciate it. You know what? I've learned to accept the fact that, people have an opinion. People are going to bring up things and I'm okay with it. Like, I know who I am. I know what I'm not. And if people ask me, I'm okay with it because I feel like I'm healed from that part of my life. If you would have asked me this, I don't know, 8 years ago, I'd probably answer differently, but I've gone through a lot of therapy, a lot of healing. I've read a lot of books. I've let go of a lot of things. So now when people bring things up, I'm like, well, I can't necessarily blame them because they have this negative connotation of me and they've heard certain things. And I'm like, they need to get to know me for who I am, that I need to be able and willing to speak about my past. And that's the only way. And this is why I have Dear Chiquis, and this is why I have Chiquis and Chill, because I want to be able to express the things that I've done in my life that I'm not necessarily proud of, or things that have happened in my life that aren't necessarily true, and help people through the things that I've been through. And talking about my past is part of that. It's a huge part of it, actually. In order to change lives the way that I feel I'm meant to change lives, I need to be willing to talk about certain things that maybe at one time were very uncomfortable, but now I'm not as uncomfortable anymore because I know who I am. You feel me? So I really appreciate that question, and thank you so much. And I hope that answered the question that you had. And again, Maria, thank you so much. I'm sending you a big hug, and I'm also going to be praying for you. Thank you for your love. And guys, this concludes our episode of Dear Chiquis. Again, thank you guys so much for your questions. Gracias por estar conmigo, por escuchar Dear Chiquis y también Chiquis and Chill. Los quiero mucho y los veo en el siguiente episodio, next episode of Dear Chiquis. See you guys next Wednesday. This is a production of iHeartRadio and My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcasts, and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite shows.